Imagine checking your bank balance on a random Tuesday morning and closing the app before the numbers even have a chance to load. One single number determines whether you will sleep peacefully through the night or spend the hours until dawn staring at the ceiling. Your net worth is simply the sum of everything you own minus everything you owe, but it is rarely what you assume it to be. This is a deep dive into what life feels like at every level of wealth, and we are going to start exactly where it hurts the most. Imagine your net worth is negative $50,000. At this stage, you owe significantly more than you own, and you have been in this hole for so long that the debt has stopped being shocking. Your paycheck hits the account on Friday morning, but by Monday night, $2,847 have already vanished. Rent claimed $1,400 while minimum debt payments ate another $680. Everything else was swallowed up by basic groceries and fuel for your car. Your credit card balance dropped by a measly $43 this month, while interest added another $312 in that same statement. You ignore calls from unknown numbers and watch the voicemail icons appear just 9 seconds later. Even though you managed to set aside $200, the bank hit you with $230 in overdraft fees you never authorized. At 11 p.m., you check your balance and close the app after 4 seconds without truly looking. The word budget makes your chest feel tight because it means documenting a disaster you already know by heart. Then, at 2:17 a.m., on a Tuesday, you finally download a budgeting app for the very first time. Suddenly, you reach the point where your net worth is $0. You officially broke even at 9:42 a.m. on a Thursday morning. When your final credit card statement shows a balance of 0, you read it 3 times because the image on the page doesn't feel real. Rent is paid, and those soul-crushing minimum payments are finally gone. You have nothing to your name, but for the first time in years, you also owe nothing to anyone else. You sleep through the entire night for the first time in over 6 years. When a friend asks what you're saving for, you say nothing yet, but in your mind, you mean absolutely everything. You track every single dollar for 31 days in a row until the financial picture finally begins to take shape. A small freelance gig earns you $47 in the first week, and every cent goes straight into your savings. The balance reaches $147. The number is small, but the sense of power it gives you is massive. You open a new note on your phone and type the next goal at the top, level 3, $10,000. Now you have hit 5 figures and your tracker shows $10,247. 6 months of rent is sitting safely in a high-yield savings account, earning 4.2% interest. A flat tire used to mean a 6-month payment plan, but today it just costs $180 in a single afternoon of your time. You automate $400 into an index fund on the first of every month and completely forget the money even exists. The portfolio grows by $73 in the first quarter, and you don't even think about touching it. While a colleague spends $890 on a new watch, you spend $45 on a book about index funds. When your rent increases by $150, you do not panic. You simply update one line in your spreadsheet. A friend texts you at midnight asking how you managed to save so quickly, and you reply with a screenshot of your retirement account. You read about compound interest on a Monday and finally understand its true potential by Wednesday. You open your second investment account on a Sunday and label the folder level 4. Your net worth reaches $50,000. $12,000 is tucked away in an emergency fund, while the rest works for you in a fund you check only once a quarter. You pay $14,300 in cash for a 2019 Toyota Corolla. There is no financing and there are no monthly payments to worry about. Your 401k contribution rate jumps from 6% to the full federal maximum of $23,000. Your employer match adds another $7,200 a year, which is essentially a raise that no one can ever take away from you. Your side work now brings in $1,400 a month, which covers your rent entirely on its own. You book a $2,200 trip to Lisbon and pay for it in one transaction without involving any credit. When your mother's gas bill arrives in your inbox, you send her $340 before she even has to ask. A recruiter calls with a job offer, but this time you dictate your own price instead of accepting theirs. Your spreadsheet updates on Sunday night, projecting that you will be financially independent by March 14, 2032. You officially cross the 6-figure mark on a Saturday afternoon. You check the number $100,000 3 times. There are no fireworks or loud celebrations, just a profound sense of quiet. The portfolio generates $823 in dividends this quarter without you moving a single finger. You close on your first home with a $38,000 down payment taken directly from your savings. The mortgage is $2,140, which is actually $60 cheaper than your previous rent. The headlines start screaming about a recession, but you move $8,000 into the market instead of pulling out. You negotiate a $14,000 salary increase because you walked into the room without a hint of desperation. A younger coworker asks for your secret, and you write 3 simple sentences on a paper napkin. On January 2nd, you fund your retirement account to the full $7,000 annual limit. The Notes app on your phone updates, and the new line reads Level 6, $250,000. You are now a quarter millionaire, though it is a word you refuse to say out loud. The portfolio now generates more income on a random Tuesday than you used to earn in an entire month when you were 21. Before we move into the $500,000 territory, if you want to reach these milestones faster, make sure to join our community at Billy Finance. Subscribing to Billy Finance is your best move to ensure your money starts working as hard as you do. Your home equity reaches $78,000. The house itself earned more money this year than your very first job ever did. You order a $42 meal at a restaurant without even glancing at the prices on the right side of the menu. Your investments grew by $9,100 in a single quarter through zero effort on your part. A market correction wipes out $18,000 on paper, but you simply add $5,000 more that same week. You update your life insurance policy to $1.2 million and name your beneficiaries clearly. A local charity receives an automated $300 transfer from you on the first of every month. The gap between you and the next level is another $250,000, and it is closing faster than ever before. Your net worth hits $500,000. The portfolio doubled in value over the last 4 years without any extra effort from you. You run the calculations and realize that even if you never invest another dollar, you can still retire at 62. Your job is no longer a tool for survival, it is an optional relationship you choose to renew every quarter. You close on a $280,000 rental property, and tenants move in 40 days later. The rental generates $2,400 a month while the mortgage is only $1,680. That gap is pure passive income. Dividends from your portfolio bring in $30,000 this year, which was exactly your starting salary years ago. You sit down with a professional advisor who charges $400 an hour but saves you $9,000 in the long run. A 3-month sabbatical becomes a real possibility without you having to touch a single dollar of your long-term savings. The resignation letter stays in your drafts folder. You haven't sent it, and you may never even need to. Your net worth reaches $1 million. The number you used to whisper in your dreams now sits firmly in your account. You expected to cry or call someone to celebrate, but you did neither. The screen loaded that 7-figure number, and you simply closed the laptop and went for a quiet walk. 4% of $1 million is $40,000, meaning the math says you could stop working right now. Most people will earn $1.7 million across their entire career, but you have $1 million at the age of 36. Your tax bill drops by $11,400 after a single conversation about advanced conversion strategies. The will is updated, the trust is drafted, and your estate exists as a solid document rather than just a wish. Your car is still that 2019 Corolla, and you still live in the same home you bought years ago. The second million starts compiling much faster than the first, and the third will come even faster than that. 1 million is not the finish line. It is the point where the rules of the game completely change. Now your net worth is $10 million. A dedicated office sends you a financial report every Friday at 4 p.m. You stop checking the daily fluctuations of the market because a team of 4 people does that for you. Private banks call you because you qualify for their top-tier services twice over. The real estate portfolio now holds 4 properties generating $84,000 a year in net cash flow. Your children's education plans are fully funded through graduate school with $540,000 in accounts they don't even know exist. A private equity fund invites you to join with a $250,000 minimum, and your advisor approves it in under an hour. You launch a charitable foundation with $400,000 in initial funding. You buy a $1.8 million commercial building in cash, and it generates $11,000 in monthly rent. Time is your only real constraint now, as money has become the resource with the least friction in your life. Your projections show you reaching $1 billion by your 65th birthday. You laugh because the math actually works. Your net worth hits $1 billion. You are now in a club with fewer members than your high school graduating class. This wealth generates $136,000 every single day without a single phone call or signature. You own controlling stakes in 3 private companies and advise on several public boards. Spending $1,000 every minute for 23 months straight would not even touch the principal balance. The charitable foundation deploys $47 million across research and infrastructure. You contribute millions of dollars toward healthcare and education every single year. You even finance an entire wing at a children's hospital. Yet your name will not appear anywhere on that building. A dedicated family office now manages decisions reaching into the 9-figure range. You only step in to sign your name when the transaction exceeds $25 million. Your grandchildren are already completely set for life. In fact, even their own children are already taken care of. The legal trust document that governs your estate spans 86 pages. When national leaders call for advice on financial policy, you are the one who answers. You take that call because your capital is what shaped the entire question to begin with. That unknown phone number that once made your heart sink now goes straight to voicemail because your schedule is full. From $50,000 all the way up to $1 billion, the same 10 principles hold true at every single level. Your net worth does not actually care how much money you earn. It only cares about what you keep, what you invest, and how long you are willing to wait. Make sure to subscribe to Billy Finance to continue your journey toward financial freedom. Thank you for being here with us today, and goodbye. Please leave a comment below and let us know which of these principles resonated with you the most.